Hey guys, welcome back to a new episode of The Life of a Makeup Artist. Today we are talking about creation before consumption. So Instagram went down and it felt like March 2020 when the world shut down. I was talking to some of my artists and creative friends, and we were talking about how much time and energy and effort it takes to be a creator, regardless of the medium, whether you're a photographer, makeup, nails, and you too that's listening, whatever industry you're in. It's quite a process to prepare for shoots, to create content, to conceptualize, while still being able to have ideas flow through you and to be creative, right? And with everything that happened today was just such a reminder. Yesterday when you're listening to this, but it's such a reminder that a lot of us, we wake up and we pick up our phones, right? We start scrolling through Instagram or social media, consuming content before we create or focus on our own life. One thing I really wanted to touch on this pod is really thinking about what we're consuming on social media. We spend so much time on other people's content, on their shoots, and we really have to be cognizant on how we dedicate time to our own stuff. I know for me personally, I just took a quick mental break to Miami. I was like, I'm going to, take all the bubble baths. I'm going to just take a quick little break, look cute in Miami. Okay. It's on my feed, if you want to see. But I just wanted to chill and create from a space where it's like, I just want to do this because, and I do that. But obviously, if you guys don't know, I am a makeup artist and a content creator. So I live in two spaces. If I'm not creating on myself, I'm creating on others. And while I love doing that, I think it's really important to make sure that you're taking time for yourself. And as this year is coming to a close, I really want us to think about intention, how we start our days, what we look at. I myself fell off of meditation. This was a while ago, and I started to feel it a lot. I felt it in my body. I felt it in my spirit. When you just feel like something is off and you really don't know what it is. Um, and I just find that when I get up, and I've caught myself many times when I get up and I am exhausting time and energy scrolling aimlessly on social media, the small tasks are not being done. And I want us to think about how we are starting our days, because when we start our day a particular way, not to say you have to be perfect every day, it really permeates everything that you do, right? So, when you wake up and you go onto social media, right, you might be seeing people who are doing shoots that you've always dreamt of doing, working with clients that you probably want to work with. And that's just wasted energy that can be spent reaching out to clients, creating content that inspires you, or even just going outside, getting some fresh air, going to a museum, for a little infusion of inspiration. The time you spend thinking about something or somebody else is time that you could be spending on you, right? And I'm not saying that you're not supposed to, or you shouldn't consume or engage with other people's content on social media, whatever it is. It even has to be a person, but it could be a platform. But you should really need to be mindful, because as we're coming to the end of the year, I know a lot of us are going to start thinking about, oh my God, 2021, it's already done. And it really becomes a lot. The year is going by, the years are going by, and that means our lives are going by. And I think we really have to be really intentional. So whatever you need to focus on, prepping for shoots, coming up with concept, maybe you have ideas you want to execute, you can do all those things and then pour into others. I know when fall, winter comes around, we start hearing and feeling the seasonal depression a lot more. And a lot of what happens, I don't know everybody's personal situation, but I know that comparison is the thief of joy, and we don't like that being, we don't like that. So with all that said, I just wanted to pop in and say, focus on you, boo. Show up for yourself, just as much as you show up for others, because I think especially when you are in the service industry, regardless of what it is, I feel like even as a makeup artist, sometimes I'm always like, oh, I spent a lot of time assisting other artists, so I'm always like, oh, let me do this. I'm like, even when I'm like chilling with my friends, I'm like, oh, she needs a napkin now. Like it's like, it's so second nature now because you're always supposed to be thinking ahead, right? Which is not a bad thing. I like that I do that. But sometimes you want to make sure that, if you're a giver and you're always like tending to other people, maybe you have kids or whatever it is, you want to find those bouts of time that you can maybe just give to yourself a little bit, just a little bit. So, the goal of, the life of a makeup artist is to inspire, is to motivate others. And I hope that you can do the same, whether or not that's intentional. Until next time, guys.